All right, so I want to give you guys the kind of fast and dirty on solving with the addition subtraction principle. Your book calls this they give it this fancy addition subtraction principle name. I'm not so concerned with whether you know that or not. I just want to get the basic first thoughts on how to solve things. And so the idea is I have something like, for instance, 2x equals x plus 2. Now what this says is 2x and x plus 2 are somehow the same thing, right? So to figure out what the x is for which that's the case, I'm just going to say, okay, there's two x's here, that's too confusing. I want to put the x's all on one side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract x from both sides of this equation. And I have to do it from both sides. So if I have two x's and I subtract x, I'm going to be left with x. That's on this left-hand side. On the right-hand side, I've got x plus 2. I take away x. I'm going to be left with 2. You guys see how that worked? So I did the same thing to both sides. You have to do the same thing to both sides because this thing is that thing. If I do something to one side, I better do it to the other, otherwise I've changed things. So there's my solution. X is 2. Cool? All right, let's try a similar thing here. So here I've got 2x plus 1 equals x plus 2. My first thought is I'd like the x's on one side, so I'm going to subtract an x both sides. That's going to give me x plus 1 is 2. And then I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides. That's to get the numbers to the other side. So I'm going to get x is 2 things, take away 1 thing is 1. So there's my solution, x is 1. Okay, that's the idea. Over here, things are going to get a little more complicated. Well, maybe not more complicated, just different. So what am I going to try to begin with here? I've got 2x plus 1 is 2x plus 3. So I'm going to try to get the x's to one side. So I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. Once I do that, I'm going to get, let's see, 2x minus 2x is nothing, plus 1 is 1. And on the other side, I've got 2x minus 2x is nothing, plus 3 is 3. And somehow I end up with 1 is 3. That's not true, right? That's crazy. So this, no, means that there is no solution. That's no x's. If I, let me stay away from that for right now. Let me say there's no solution here, okay? On this guy, I've got 2x plus 1 is x plus 1. So first things first, let's see. X plus x is 2x, so maybe just let me rewrite. So I've got 2x plus 1 is 2x plus 1. If I try to get the x's to one side, I'd subtract 2x. That'll give me 1 is 1. That's true, right? But it's always true. It doesn't matter what the heck x is. So what's going on here? Well, this side and that side were just different ways of saying the same thing, right? So this is true for all x's. That's going to be our solution there. Cool? So sometimes you get a number out, like these two guys. That's going to be most of the time. Every once in a while, one of these things will happen to you, where you get a statement that's false. That means there aren't any solutions. Or you get a statement that's always true. That means it's all the x's is the answer.